Come on.
Give the riders their due. And if you're rude, you get a time penalty.
No time penalties! We paid that price once.
You did? Crystal's gift got a penalty?
No!
So tell us about your penalty.
I don't want to talk about that. Seriously, you want me to talk about the penalty?
No, I don't. Sounds like there's way better things to talk about, and I think we have a little speech here.
We came here on a mission. Our first mission was to spread awareness to organ donation and transplantation. We did that. We may have come in, I don't even know if we're last or not, but it doesn't matter because we are first in what our mission was, and we are number one in that. Our second mission was to honor an amazing 29-year-old woman who passed away in a cycling accident last year, Crystal. Crystal was with us the entire way, and I'm going to share a little story with you that happened either yesterday or the day before yesterday. We were trying to catch up with our other half, and we got very turned around, and we ended up in a residential area, Crystal's Point, and we immediately said, "Crystal, please help us," and we got so on track and have never been off track since. So I call ourselves the #1 team because we fulfilled our mission and we embraced the journey. So I want to thank all our supporters and everyone who's out here. We really appreciate it.
Now about that penalty. You're just not in a great mood this evening. How was the ride?
The ride was amazing.
Great.
We experienced everything. The wind, the rain, and there was times where we were like, well, you know, if we didn't experience those things, then we didn't experience what RAM had to offer. We saw the RAM monster that you talked about before the beginning, and I'll tell you what, this team did an amazing job of working through those issues. The crew couldn't be better. What a great group of people. And wow, I'm just excited to be here and be done, and I'm ready to get something to eat and have a beer. So,
You know, I kind of like the story about how you ended up getting on this team.
Oh, from the last year?
How you formed this team right here.
Well, actually, we went to a Sacramento seminar January of 2011 because Tom wanted to do Race Across America, and we sat next to Lee, who was one of the crew members of Team Donate Life, and George was at the seminar, and we said, you know, how do we find a team? We want to be in Race Across America. And luckily, Jared and George talked, and we got on the Oregon Recyclers, which was an amazing experience. I crewed, Tom raced, and we knew immediately after Crystal's accident and after RAM that we wanted to put together a team from Fresno with Fresno riders, and we knew we were going to honor Crystal. So that's how it all started, through George.
Now, you know I'm not real high on couples like crewing for each other, and because you want to keep the family intact, but now you've had your wife crew for you and ride with you. Were you guys on the same team of 4, or did you make sure you were apart? Oh my God.
It turned out very well. I mean, you know, we get along very well, and we have a lot of things that are in common, so it just works for us. We're the same person, basically.
I am one of the few people who's done RAM on a tandem with his wife, so you can be close and make it.
I mean, you are too.
Jim.
He's still grumpy, and now he's using bad words. That's 2 penalties. So tell us about your experience with Crystal's gift.
It was great. I mean, it's probably something that I had never, ever in a million years dreamed that I would ever do. Always been an athlete, but never kind of an adventurous athlete or any type of triathlon, marathons, whatever. I'm not kind of into that stuff. So when Tom and Elizabeth asked me to do it, I took like 30 seconds and said yeah. And then I started getting on the website, and I'm like, oh my God, what the heck did I sign up for? I'm reading about hallucinations, this and that, like so. But it was great. I mean, what a better way to see the countryside and to realize that my bike, my Black Angus, famous Black Angus, touched the pavement of 12 states. Oh, you want to know about Black Angus? How it got saved? Well, I got hit by a cow on March 10th up in Pine Flat area, Fresno. We were doing a training ride, and the cow decided it wanted to cross the road before me, so we kind of had a little collision. Totaled my other bike, got a new bike, and now it's Black Angus.
That's pretty cool. Okay, word association. Kansas.
Zero excuses. They don't come here zero excuses.
I was 330 pounds and I lost weight because I stopped making excuses. So that's
All right.
I am a second chance. That's why I like this organization, because this is an organization about giving a second chance, a second hug, a second minute, just a second.
Don't even say the word hug. Congratulations. So glad you're out here. That look looks like, oh, what are you going to say to me? Let me see. I've asked questions all day. Went to the banquet. I've slept 40 minutes in the last 48 hours. I'm trying to get something going here. the gray matter is getting stuck. But really, this really seems like an extremely close team. Did you train a lot together? Did you have a lot of meetings together? How did the team come together so well?
Well, we did meet a lot together, and we got together at Tom and Elizabeth's house on a regular basis. We went on training rides. We did training simulation rides, or we did an all-nighter one night to get ready for doing the nighttime rules and all that. So, we kind of socialized, had dinner with our meetings sometimes, had pizza, and talked about what we needed to do. The meetings always seemed to last longer than I thought they would, because I wasn't really sure how much we'd have to talk about, but there was always more to say. And now that we've done it, I can understand why. But I'm ready to do it again.
Good. There's more to say now.
What's that?
You said there's always more to say.
Oh, I would like to say this. I would like to say one thing. Callie, I enjoyed your company so much, and we did not know Crystal in life, but we feel like we know her now through you. So thank you.
Cool. Thank you.
And my sister Diane too. Thank you for joining us. And her friend Cheryl. All the crew, all the crew were great, all of them. And we couldn't do what we did without them in the background doing all the stuff that the thankless jobs that are now getting thanked for. Please, thank you for doing what you did for us. It was great. We appreciated every minute of it.
Ever any strife in the team?
Oh no, we just got along.
Not.
Well, yeah, I know. It took a little while before the you call it the Ram, the Beast of Ram, the emotions and all that start kicking in, and I don't know if I want to go there, but we were so exhausted after the first day, having been up since 5 o'clock, and then we were supposed to do the second transition, so we went off to Blythe to get ahead of the group, and so they got to ride through the glass elevator and everything, which we wanted to do, but so we wound up going over there, and of course, having not been acclimated to RAM, we're like, we're all keyed up, and so nobody could sleep, right, that first night. So we get our shift started at 12 o'clock at night, and so we did our shift, and then as we're going along, and then all of a sudden, the racers are like getting in the van, and we're just like passing out, you know. We're just like, and the next thing we know, the next crew is there ready to do the transition, and we're like, and Alita, she's sitting out on the road, and we're like, what are we doing here? You know, it's like, well, you guys have been asleep. Why didn't you wake us up? Come on, we gotta go. Well, the crew is all tired. They can't ride the ride, you know, or can't drive to follow us, you know. And we're like, oh, great. This is what Ram's all about, baby. So the next day, we tried to get a little more sleep, but we were doing 10-hour shifts. And so it was just barely enough time to get where you had to go, eat your food, I mean, get a little bit of sleep. I mean, we were living off of like 3 and 4 hours of sleep. Jim, our crew chief, that guy was amazing. I mean, he lived on like 1 or 2 hours of sleep. I think the first night he didn't sleep for 48 hours. I mean, it was unbelievable. I'm like, Jim, you got to get some sleep, you know. And it was just incredible. But it was an incredible experience. And, you know, and I say I won't do it again, but I could probably be talked into it.
And you've had how many Red Bulls?
We give him a sedative.
7 days, 8 hours.
I have to tell you this. We rode an extra 2 hours in our shift just so we could do Wolf Creek Pass, right? So we're getting up that thing, we're climbing like crazy, and there's supposedly in the book it says there's a sign that says 8 miles to the summit, you know. We kept looking for that sign, there's no sign. We're riding, all of a sudden I look up and I'm in the van and I go, holy crap, there's the top of the mountain, you know, and we're there already. And so we can get the bikes out, let's jump up there and go. So we wound up all riding up to the top of the summit so we could all experience it, you know. And then we're riding along, and all of a sudden, I just got a boost of energy, and I took off at like 22 miles an hour. We're climbing an 18% grade, and everybody's going, "Where the hell is he going?" But I won't say what I said. But it was so fun. I mean, it was awesome.
And
Anyway,
John, were you in his team of 4?
No, I'll let Dennis talk to me.
No, I really want to go to bed tonight. Did you? Hello. Mm-hmm. So, did you expect to be quite as fast? 7 days, 8 hours, 12 minutes.
I thought the way we trained that we'd be faster than that, but you know, such is life. We didn't come in here trying to win the race. We knew that we wouldn't win the race. The most important thing was taking care of our charity, spreading the word, and finishing. And that's what we did.
Great, thank you. In one word, describe your experience. One word. Oh, that was it. He said one. Okay, one word.
fantastic.
Yes. Great job, Crystal's gift. Crew, why don't you go join your team?